Hello everyone, it's Loralie again, and I'd like to welcome you back to my creative space. Today I would like to share with you my newest collection, which is a destination collection which I call So Paree. The idea of this collection is it is a kind of an edgy Parisian dressmaker theme. The idea of the Eiffel Tower out your window across the flower box. The most fanciful, lovely sewing environment you can imagine, and just a little bit curious. So the collection has, as usual, a wonderful panel with a lot of different ladies doing their little sewing things. And this is a tossed version, which is called Paris Fancy. It has hot air balloons and poodles and berets and all sorts of things Parisian floating on a sea of pink. Or it comes in gray and white. Sometimes those Paris skies are lovely gray. And then we have this wonderful shoe pattern, which I like working with a lot. This is kind of a romantic, old-fashioned tossed shoes. Lovely high-top shoes and cute little slipper types. They make a great pattern to use in all sorts of fun things like linings, which I'll show you later. And then we have a cute polka dot in Paris pink and that lovely gray sky again. And the unique and fun thing about this collection is it's another panel which I call the 7 rows panel. It is a lines of large images running lengthwise on the goods, so you can use them as long as you like, and it makes a great valance, maybe a bed skirt, maybe a straight line of images across the bottom of an apron or a skirt or something. You can use your imagination to apply those to a lot of places. It's a different shape to work with. Here it is on the pink background, which is charming. But the most fun thing about this is the white on the black is really intended to be colored. So I've done this one with just a couple of colors of pink and a couple colors of green. So it's very simple to do, and you can create very custom projects using colors on this pattern. So that's an overview of the collection. I have a few things here to show you to bring it out a little more. This is a cut of the 7 rows panel, so you can see how large those images are and how much fun they would be to work with. They just kind of spark different kinds of ideas because it's such a different layout. And then I have this nice little wall hanging project, which I call So Mod 8. And that's because it has 8 separate modules, like so. I've made separate shapes and measurements and combined them together, and bound them each one separately. So they have little peekaboos between, and they are connected at the corners and decorated with antique or very unique buttons. It's a combination of 2 larger panels, blocks from the panel, and the embroidery, which I've thrown just a little bit of color into, and a little bit of crazy quilting. And you know why I did that. It didn't quite work out, so I had to improvise, which we do, don't we? So that it came out good. I thought it was a really nifty combination of fabric, printed fabric, embroidery, color, and crazy quilting. So you can have a multimedia event here with this project. And this is available on our site. It is a bundle of fat quarters and 1 panel, 9 fat quarters and 1 panel, and the step-by-step instructions are in there. If you can get my drift, the way I write them, that will be available on our website. The other thing I'd like to say about this collection is it works very well with all your black and whites. Any kind of previous image you may have, like this is my collection called So Fancy. Now this is many years old now, but it fits totally perfectly into this group, So Paree. And it also can be colored. And this is from the Fun Flowers. This is frilly flowers in the flat. And these can be done dimensionally also, but they work beautifully also with So Paree. And you may have these in your collection of collections. And also I'm wearing this apron, which I think is very cute, with the Eiffel Tower design from the embroidery, and also 3 little images, a shoe, a sewing machine on a dress form, and some little dab of antique lace there. Makes that a one-of-a-kind fun apron to wear. And here I have black and white. This is done with white quilted fabric, and it's bound with the quirky pinstripes, which is another a pattern from the So Creative collection. I like this quirky pinstripes. It works beautifully as a backdrop and for many things. And I've used the panel, the shoe row from the panel from So Paree. This is another apron that the store-bought apron, which I embroidered the shoes in pink variegated thread all over, and then I added this design, which is the colored design again, and the pockets from the panel. And also this is a frilly flower dimensional, which can be done with the same designs I showed you on the little quilt earlier. And this is a little handbag done in the colors of So Paree. And I was going to say earlier that I love to use those shoes as a lining pattern. You can see how cute that is in there. And also the tossed, the Paris Fancy. It's a great pattern to use for cosmetic bags and for linings and things like that, because they're very sweet and personal and very pretty. Also, I have a few other things here from Be Happy. These are the black and white flowers from Be Happy. And also the on this shower curtain, this is a lady from Paris Holiday. And that's all in pinks. And then this is my alphabet spelled out Paris, a little Paris banner here. So you can draw from all of your collection, all those things that have been sitting in your stash all these years, and put them together in a new way and make a completely new project. So this is the embroidery again. I'll give these to you in review. This is the this is the So Fancy collection, which is an open work collection with many nice, quick images on there for your projects. This one is the So Fancy, which is the antique dress forms and sewing implements that we all love so much. This one is the frilly flowers, which can be done flat or dimensional. And this one is more fun flowers and bloomers. Any kind of open work designs can be combined so beautifully with So Fancy. And these are all available in the embroidery section of the website. So I want to thank you for coming to visit me today and see my So Paree. And I wish you a very creative day. And thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bonjour, madame. Bye-bye. See you next time.